go bow for the result.
Talking about Burna Boy's last.
Brother, he don't cast last. Now everybody go chop it. He literally predicted. Oh my God.
I mean, I feel like some people don't know.
Yeah.
Burna Boy's last is a cover from Toni Braxton.
It's not I wouldn't say it's a cover. It's a sample from the Toni Braxton record.
Sample.
Yeah. So Burna Boy's last interview, he went there and said that Toni Braxton gets 60% of the record.
Yeah.
And the video went viral on social. Shout out to one jobless boy, I believe, posted that video. And went crazy. And there were 3 types of reactions to that. One, a lot of people saying, man, this is so bad. How will you be doing this? Oh my God, I'm shuddering. There's number 2, there are people who are saying, well, that's what it is. That's life. And then number 3, there are people who are saying, Burna Boy always samples people. I believe those are the 3 conversations that we're going to have on this episode. So please go on, my brother.
Right. So why do you think the price of sampling old songs is that high?
So what determines the price or what you are going to need to do to clear a sample? Number 1, payment sometimes. That's why, have you seen the budget of Kanye's album?
I can imagine.
Like just yesterday, I believe, or this morning, the game was still thanking Jay-Z for clearing 7 samples on his new album, Dramatic. 7 samples, 7. That's what you have to do, because music is the idea, especially in this day and age where there's a whole raft of music. Like it's not likely that someone creates anything new anymore. That's what we're talking about on the genre episode. It's so hard because you are inspired by something and you can't help it. Bro, that's what everybody is. I'm a product of someone like people that are before me in journalism. Like, not just the style, not just the things that I'm able to do, but some of the things that I do are inspired by those guys. That's life. So the idea is based on, if I put my music out, and then in 40 years, you sample that record, or you maybe even lift it and recreate it, or whatever, use my lyrics, interpolate my songs, then I should be able to get a cut of that. It's artistic preservation. Do you understand? It's the idea that if I contribute something to your song, if I contribute a chord, if you think it's good enough for you to lift it on your music, then why in the world are you not paying me for it? Do you understand? It's just like how, it means I'm a part of the structure of the song. Right. I'm a part of the intelligence of the song. Does that make sense? Like, it's just like a songwriter writes. Have you seen Kanye's credits for a song? Sometimes there are like 10 people on it. Because someone contributes 10 lines, someone contributes 2 lines, someone contributes maybe say, use, Kanye will give you credit. Do you understand? So if someone is contributing a line to a song or 5 lines to a song and are getting credits, why are you using my sample or my voice, remaking it on a particular song, and you are not paying me for it? It makes no sense. Do you understand? And the only reason a lot of people are very ignorant about this is because Nigeria is the dark ages. Nigeria is the dark ages. It's just like how people only started giving producers their credit these days and songwriters. 10, 15 years ago, it was a chore for producers and songwriters to even get paid. But now you are signing your splits, my G. It's an evolution in Nigeria. So people like Nigerians are so used to nonsense. And the problem with a lot of stands that amplify this conversation is they are so, oh my God. Like they think everything is against their faith. Bro, how stupid can you be? And you have some people who are meant to be informed. They look like they are informed, but they are so ignorant, they don't know as well. And they're empowering these stands because they just want retweets and likes. You're also, do you understand? That's the problem. That's what we are confronting in this day and age. That's why a conversation like that can go and go and go and go. That's it. There are laws. There are agreements. And what really governs it sometimes, aside, is the degree of importance, the age of the music, or the distance between when both records are created. Like, how loosely was it used? How directly was it used? A vocal sample, for example, is different to like something that came off a beat and I now loop it. I loop it. Say tan 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 tan. Like, and I loop it. It's different from like we are lifting my vocals. Wouldn't get far, get far, get far. Like, it's different. Do you understand? Like, a melody can easily be overlooked. A voice can be overlooked. Especially because of the way I delivered it. Even if you repurpose it based on BPM, or you tune out my vocals. Maybe it was deep before. It's not thing. Maybe Nina Simone. Kanye has done it to Nina Simone a lot of times. And sometimes it's negotiations. So if I see that you are about to release this music and you come to me and I see that, you don't plan, say you won't release this thing, I ask for realistic shit. Because I know that you might want to pay me. And aside from that, it can also be the fact that there are a bunch of people on the particular song that was sampled. So if it's a sound, there are a lot of producers and the owner of the record. If it's lyrics, there are a bunch of people on it as well. So it can those are the things that can it's negotiations, there's dynamics, and then there are different rights that I can negotiate for. Do you know the amount of rights on the second performance rights, sync royalties, mechanical royalties, neighboring rights, all of these things, right, bro? Everything is there. Those are the things that determine it.
But do you think this percentage was fair?
I don't think it's a thing about fairness, bro. I don't think it's an issue of fairness. I think it's about what you get, what you negotiate. And the degree of importance of my music determines what you pay me. It's not about fairness. If Burna Boy is paying 60% of a particular right to Toni Braxton, then it means he was important enough. If they couldn't do it, they would have taken the sample out. Do you know, on Tiana Taylor's album, the album wasn't ready when it dropped because Kanye wasn't able to clear some samples. So they had to let the music go. So if it wasn't as important to your record, then you would have taken it out. You thought it was important enough and you couldn't alter the form of the record, so you agreed to it. So it's not about fairness. And guess what? In a few years' time, Burna Boy is going to be paying people. And people are going to be paying Burna Boy as well. Because that's just how it goes. Bro, on this girl's album, Olivia Rodrigo, loose interpolation of lyrics from Paramore and Taylor Swift, they were getting credits. Don't you understand? A lot of this goes back to the decision in Bloodlines. Marvin Gaye's estate, right? A lot of this goes back to that because the decision was wild. So now people who own rights to songs are just coming in with the hits because they know you don't want to go to court. And you don't want wala. And the thing also sometimes what also governs when people come to claim their samples is the potential degree of success of a particular song. If it's Burna Boy, for example, you know you can do 500 million streams, 1 billion streams. It's possible. So you are going to fight till death to collect your money. Collect your money. Right? And then there are people, yeah, if it's like an unknown artist that's not going to have like 10,000 streams, why are you fighting for that? You are not making any money. So that's it. So it's not about the issue of fairness. It's about what you negotiate and how important it is. It's that simple. That's it.
Sorry to chip this in. I heard Steve Wonder got like 70% for Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise.
Bro, I'm not even sure. I'm not sure about the rights. I'm not sure about the deal. But yes, he's getting paid. Gangsta's Paradise. Bro, why would you not pay me? You pay me. Come on. You gotta pay me. It's simple. Because without that, there is no song, there's no Gangsta's Paradise. Literally. Literally. There ain't no Gangsta's Paradise. So about this, and I'm still not sure. See, Burna Boy didn't break it down. It's unlikely that Toni Braxton is collecting or like 60% of all the rights on the song. It's very unlikely. Like 60% of everything. It's unlikely. It's not impossible if it's bad negotiation or maybe you walked into a very, very weird situation and now you can't get yourself out. But it's unlikely. It's probably 60% of maybe mechanical and sync royalties or whatever. And then maybe it's for X number of years, right? It's unlikely that across all the board she's getting 60%. It's unlikely. I can't see it. I can't see it. It's highly unlikely. So what are you like? So I think people need to understand that bit before they keep going off on social media.
Okay, do you think there are other ways to pay people for samples?
Yes, now, bro. Interpolation, yeah. Minus sample interpolation. My lyrics. You use one line that I used before, bro. What happened in Oliver Rodrigo's album changed everything. Like if Paramore and Taylor Swift are getting songwriting credits, bro, you are paying me. Like you are paying me. So sometimes it's lyrically, sometimes it's one sound, sometimes a chord here. Like it's very crazy these days because sometimes you listen to there's an episode of Decoder with Nilay Patel, right? Where he interviewed a musicologist and the guy was talking about like the intricacies of musicology when it comes to this. Like they bring a musicologist in and the person, sometimes you are hearing you are hearing one guitar chord, you are hearing another guitar chord. You can't see the similarities. But someone that did that in the past can come and say, bro, I did that first. So the idea is based on I can subconsciously inspire you. It's not something as loose as something that can be easily replicated. If it's something, it has to be something that's very peculiar. Do you understand? So that's what governs some of these things. I'm trying to say it in layman's terms as much as possible. That's it.
Okay. So you think Burna Boy should continue getting or taking sick for sampling other people's music?
I'm sick of people that constantly give the guy flack. I'm sick of it. Like Nigerians, you guys need to shut up sometimes. Just, bro, I know this is condescending, I know, but it's so annoying when I see people who don't know anything trying to make points like this. It is frustrating. It's just like how people drag artists for using songwriters. We did an episode of Facts Only about this in January last year, I believe. Why? You are killing an entire ecosystem of money. That's a whole ecosystem they are killing. Revenue. And art is meant to inspire art. That's how it is. There is no one artist in the world that has not sampled another person before. If anything, it should be a credit to Burna Boy that he knows music on a level where, bro, that guy is saying things. That guy, go gym. Bro, that guy is sampling is interpolating classic lyrics. It shows that he listens to music. He might not know genres, but he listens to music. Like, so why people are saying it's not original? What the is original these days? You think you are original? You are doing journalism, you think you are original? Oh, because you are not talking on TV. Bro, there is nothing original these days because the world is so popular. The world has been determined by so much ideas. That's why these days, bro, a mobile phone can be, it's unlikely to improve a mobile phone beyond this. What we are seeing is that adult features that are pretty. The concept of communication via a mobile phone, it has plateaued. Do you understand? Like, it's unlikely that you are doing anything anymore. That's why before, Instagram, Snapchat, they didn't have video call and phone call features. They now have it. Because it's communication. Like, the major thing that the phone is meant to do is just communicate and chat. Maybe in the future, someone can just, maybe instead of chatting, you can say something and you can distribute it. And you can throw the phone like this and someone else is getting it. Maybe that's where we are going to. But that's an add-on. In terms of what a phone is meant to do, it has plateaued. Like, you can't, that's why what Apple is going to do is, oh, we are removing headphones, we are now putting Jag. Oh, you can't use earphones anymore now. You can use AirPods. Bro, like, oh, now the screen is now 3 layers. It is octopuses something screen. Bro, that's the only thing you can do these days. You understand? It is multi-layered plastic combobulation. Do you understand?
Hydro nanotechnology.
Do you understand? Or you can say the processor is now hyper locomotion console. Bro, it's just the only thing because you can't add anything to the concept of a mobile phone anymore. And guess what? A lot of the features that you're adding, a lot of people don't even know about them. Because it's the basics that they want. Make phone call, chat, take pictures. Oto. Do you understand? Finish. So going back to this idea of Burna Boy, it's unlikely that anybody is creating anything new. It's unlikely. Someone has done whatever you're doing before. So the idea that you're not dragging him, you're saying it's not original, you're also because you also are not original. None of us in this generation are original. But is the music great? Is it going to go down as a modern day great? Is it going to go down as an all-time great? Yes. Stop dragging him for that. Is copying fella? No. Yes, sometimes some of the records it does are Afrobeat. But did fella make Heaven's Gates? Did fella say, telling me. Did fella tell me like that? So, it gets on my nerves. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I think it's because a lot of people are just not informed. That's the problem. And that's far too.